To be an empress in Ming Dynasty China meant residing within walls of unparalleled splendor. A life of luxury, power, and prestige, one might think. Yet behind the gilded gates lay a reality far more complex and often profoundly bleak. For most empresses, their fate was sealed long before they ever met their royal husband. Marriages were political chess moves designed to secure alliances, not affection.
Your Majesty, the Emperor's procession nears. Are you feeling well?
Lady May, her loyal lady-in-waiting, asked.
As well as one can be when one's life is a meticulously painted scroll, every stroke predetermined by others.
The lavish wedding ceremony was a spectacle of power, not a celebration of love. The Empress was a symbol, her hand a political seal.
May this union bring prosperity and many sons to the great Ming dynasty,
Emperor Yongle declared, his voice echoing through the vast hall. The Emperor's affections were not hers alone, nor were they ever truly guaranteed. The inner court was a battleground of beauty, wit, and ambition, with concubines constantly vying for royal favor and the Emperor's attention. The primary duty of an empress was to bear a male heir. This monumental expectation loomed over every interaction, every passing month.
Your Majesty, the Empress Dowager inquired about the auspicious signs for the birth of a royal prince.
Grand Eunuch Wei said, his smile not quite reaching his eyes.
The heavens will grant what they deem fit, Eunuch Wei. My devotion remains unwavering.
Years passed, and still the Empress remained without a male heir. Each new birth in the imperial family, if it wasn't hers, was a fresh wound, a reminder of her perceived failure. The Emperor's favor was fickle, and political maneuvering constant. The elevation of a concubine who bore a son could dramatically shift the balance of power, leaving the Empress vulnerable and publicly humiliated.
Henceforth, Consort Li shall be known as Imperial Noble Consort Li, for her unwavering devotion and the blessing she brings to the imperial lineage.
Emperor Yongle declared. The Empress's life was one of profound isolation, surrounded by thousands, yet truly alone. Every conversation, every gesture was weighed for its political implication.
Your Majesty, perhaps a walk in the moonlit gardens?
Lady May suggested.
To witness more stars that shine brighter than my own? No, Lady May, I am content with my scrolls.
Beneath the surface of imperial life, dangers lurked. Poison, political assassination, or framing were not uncommon threats, often orchestrated by rivals within the court.
Such treachery cannot go unpunished. Investigate every connection, no stone unturned.
Grand Eunuch Wei commanded, his gaze flicking towards a retreating figure who resembles Consort Li's attendant. In an era of limited medicine, childhood mortality was tragically common, even in the opulent imperial court. An empress often endured the heartbreak of losing her own children or witnessing the fragility of other young lives around her. His fever remains high, Your Majesty. We can only pray, the imperial physician reported. Despite her title, an empress's true political power was often limited. She was expected to be a silent, graceful presence, rarely consulted on affairs of state, her wisdom often ignored.
My lord, the reports from the northern provinces speak of great hardship. Perhaps we should consider...
Empress Chen began.
The Grand Council handles such matters, Empress. Your concerns are noted.
The Forbidden City, for all its splendor, was ultimately a gilded cage, every movement, every word observed. Freedom was a distant dream. The Empress was not only a pawn, but her family was too. Their fortunes were tied to hers, making them vulnerable to political machinations and accusations, even false ones.
This petition from the Chen clan, while seemingly innocuous, hints at a desire for undue influence. We must guard against such ambition.
Grand Eunuch Wei stated, his voice carefully neutral. Even in her confinement, some empresses found quiet ways to assert their inner spirit, a silent rebellion against the chains of their destiny. From arranged marriages and the relentless pressure for heirs to navigating dangerous harem politics and enduring profound isolation, the life of an empress in Ming Dynasty China was far from a fairy tale. It was a golden cage where immense privilege often came at the steep cost of personal freedom, true affection, and sometimes even survival. A life of exquisite misery, meticulously crafted and eternally observed.